Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Dale here, Nerd in the Huddle. We're going to go over some of the past games of the past 24 hours. I'm also going to have my score predictions for tonight. So, let's get straight into it. Starting with Canada versus Morocco. This is one where the scoreline really doesn't reflect the match. It says 3-0 Morocco, but Canada really did give them a game. They were having chances. They were having, especially in the first half, they were having quite a bit of the ball. But let's go over the goals. Starting with goal one. So Morocco gets a free kick out on the right. So Hakimi's standing over it, ready to take it, and he quickly cuts it back to Onahi, and for him to curl it right into the bottom corner. Really, really good goal. Maybe in a slight deflection before it goes in, but still a very, very good goal in my opinion. Yeah, and I'm a very big fan of Hakimi. I really do like Hakimi. So to see him get an assist was nice as well. But really good goal by Unahi, and he is going to take a lot of the plaudits from this game. Goal 2. Morocco are on the break. The ball goes out wide to Brahim Diaz, who cuts inside and then quickly passes it once again Unahi to bury his second of the night. Really, really good goal, and turned out to be a very, very good game for him. This one is not a goal, but I think it's worth mentioning. Morocco are on the break again. The ball goes out to Onahi, who puts in a cross for Rahimi to header, hits the crossbar and comes back down, but hand crossed the line and by a few yards, but hit the crossbar, came down, keeper takes it. But very, very close with that header. But then, final seconds of the game, on the break again, Brahim Diaz dribbles with the ball, and then he puts a tidy through ball through to Rahimi, who slots it away, makes it 3-0 on the 98th minute. Just to finish the game off. Now, let's go to Paraguay versus France. This game, France won 1-0. So, there's not much, in my opinion, to discuss here. The goal was scored via a penalty, so Doué is running into the box. He goes over. Referee thinks nothing of it, carries on the game, and then when the ball is down at the other end, VAR tells him to look at the monitor. He looks at the monitor and he sees that when Doué went over, it was because someone had stuck out a leg. That someone was Gomez, and he trips Doué, and ref gives a penalty. Correct decision in my opinion. Mbappe puts it, despite despite the players and the goalkeeper doing their best to put Mbappe off, he slots it home. Really well taken into the bottom right corner. Mbappe, in the final minutes, he had a good strike. Keeper then saves it, comes straight back out to him. He strikes it, keeper saves it again. I mentioned that because I thought it was a really good double save from Gil, and he needs to take some credit from that, because that was a really, really good double save. There was I wouldn't call it an incident in the first half, but one of the Paraguay players, I think it was Mbappe who was dribbling, he had passed the ball out wide, the French player, I think it was Mbappe, like I said. So the ball was gone. And the Paraguay player, he just went up to him and he didn't swing, but he very lightly swiped at the French player. It kind of missed him a bit, and I don't even think the French player noticed, to be perfectly honest. But it looked like he intended to do something, but didn't do it. So right, well, I would have played on. I definitely would have, if I was the referee, had a word with him, a quiet word with him afterwards. I'd be like, "You were going to do something then. Calm down." Like, just a word with him. But I don't know what he was intending to do there. But it was nothing that could have turned into something, but didn't. So, but I still think just a quiet word was needed. But yeah. So, it's all good. We also have, so those are the games I've covered. Colombia, Ghana was 1-0. Scored by Arias. Now, today we have a very interesting one. Brazil v Norway. Vinicius Junior versus Haaland. I mean, I've been impressed by both teams in this one. This one's going to be a very interesting game. I've been impressed by Brazil, and I've been impressed by Norway. Two 2-1 Brazil. I'll stick with that. I'll go 2-1 Brazil. To be perfectly honest, again, this is one that can go either way. Absolute either way. Both teams being very, in my personal opinion, very impressive in this tournament so far. I think they have definitely, whoever goes out, have. I think it's about who wants it more now. I think this type of game when both teams are you could argue as good as each other. It's just about who wants it more. They got two players will be playing in that has, in my opinion, impressed vastly with Vinicius and Haaland. I think Haaland has been absolutely flawless in this World Cup. I think he hasn't done much wrong. So it will be interesting to see who comes out on top. Really interesting. Now, another one that we must discuss is Mexico, England. There was talks that the time of this game could be changed. But that's not happening. They're sticking to the original time. So that will be 1 a.m. BST. So Mexico, England. I mean, player by player, you would say England have got the better team, you know. But two things that really, a big one that really goes in Mexico's favour is the atmosphere, home turf. Aztec, they haven't lost in like 8 years, if I'm not mistaken. England, so Mexico will have the fans. It will be like an away match for England. It will be like a home match for Mexico. I've also, and I've mentioned on here, I've been really impressed with Raul Jimenez. I think he's had a good tournament. I think, and of course, he's got experience playing against some of these players. He's been in the He was in the Premier League for a good few years now, playing for Wolves and Fulham. You know, he's a good player. So he will have a bit of experience in that sense of playing against some of these players. But then you can say vice versa. These players have got experience playing against him. You know? So it works both ways. I just got a feeling the atmosphere is going to play a part. I do. I think the atmosphere is really going to play a part in this game. I was correct about England's last score against Congo. I said England will win 2-1. But this one, I can see him losing. I can see them losing. I think Mexico, that stadium is a fortress. It is a fortress. It's a very difficult place to go and get a result. I mean, they do have Harry Kane. they got the players to make that difference. But I've been also impressed by Mexico and how they've done in this World Cup. It's going to be tight. It's going to be ridiculously, ridiculously tight. And I'm going to go 2-1 Mexico. Yeah. I mean, it's like I said, I feel it is going to be tight. It even could go to extra time. I could see it going to extra time as well. So that is a possibility. And I meant to mention that Brazil versus Norway is 9 p.m. British Standard Time. So, yeah, that'll be really good to watch. Yesterday, I went for down to Sin City, which is a comic shop, and they did a little event that I put on Facebook, and which was really, really good. I put some pictures out about it, and it was really, really good fun. Got a few new things. Me as Michael Myers. Yeah. And me just nerding out. Like my fear, I like coasters, and it was one of my first Game Boy games. Pokemon Yellow, along with Tetris. Remember Tetris? Oh, yeah. Back in the day. But yeah, so good, and I was really enjoyed it yesterday. Today I'll be looking forward to the Brazil Norway game. That will be a very, very good game, I think. So yeah, we'll have to get back to watching that, and I feel it will be very either way. I think we'll be seeing. I think we'll be seeing some really entertaining action there. I think we'll be really seeing some. Could even see some fireworks, and what I mean by see some fireworks, I mean I think passions are going to be running high. Both teams will feel they could get through. Both teams will feel they could beat the other.